Bleeding Edge Digital. Media so fresh, it's being released in its original, unstable form. If you like what you see, be sure to press that like button and subscribe. Okay, let's go ahead and jump on in. Bleeding Edge Digital. It is Saturday, August the 26th, and it's coming up on midday. This is a recap of the ongoing story of the TDA trust accounts that are created and secretly held by the Federal Reserve and attached to our Social Security numbers, and there's billions and billions of dollars of individual worth for every man, woman, and child in the country and possibly on the planet. And all you need is a secret decoder ring and flip the back over of the Social Security card, take that number and find your routing numbers, and it's the road to Jordan. We're all going to be rich. And, well, you need a YouTube channel, too. You know, you got to have somebody to follow to show you how to do all this stuff. But at any rate, YouTube has obliged that thought, and more and more people jump into this thing every day. The list is getting long. Yeah, there's not anything new going on. It's the same thing kind of, I don't know, churned over and over and over again. It's just that there's more and more of them. And again, it's to the point now where you can't even review all of them. It's out of control. I think that number that I tossed on this maybe, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, of it being close to 1 million people watching and discussing this thing, I think that's a very legitimate number. I don't know for sure, but that's the number I'm pulling out of people that are really watching this thing and some are involved in it, which means that there's going to be more and more people that are going to be sucked into it and ultimately suffer penalties. So, like I said, there's just a ton of new people. I can't even watch them all. My list of people to watch is growing and growing and growing, and I'm having to sift through and, you know, try to pick the top people that are putting out content, because really what it comes down to is their reach. How many people are they pushing this stuff to and giving false hope to? And at the top of my radar right now is Willow Greensong. I know you guys would think it's somebody else, but it's not. She's an up-and-comer, and people are watching her. She's got some strange things, and I'm concerned. I'm really concerned with what she's putting out there, because she says stuff like, they found my account. You know, I had a friend. Well, let's see, I already had it open over here. Let's see. There we go. There's Willow. Isn't she pretty? She likes to tell people that she's got all kinds of proof, but she does other stuff too. She puts little kitty cat ears on her and hearts floating around her head. She uses some kind of filter thing. So evidently it makes her more attractive, and that can't possibly be. She's beautiful. At either rate, Willow has a friend that works at a credit union that somehow found her account, and it was, I don't know, returned as inactive, which would maybe be a default code for the routing number rather than the account. But I'm sure she's a smart girl. I mean, it shows in her videos, and I'm sure her friends are equally smart and probably came to the conclusion together. I don't know what her friend's position at the credit union is, but I'm guessing it's a clerk, and clerks don't have much access to stuff, nor do any bank people have access to stuff from other banks. Willow, they have access to stuff at their bank. Even that's controlled, because there's all kinds of privacy issues and, you know, identity theft issues. They don't allow stuff like that. I've seen those systems. I've helped design some of those systems, and they're pretty tough, pretty tough. At either rate, Willow, yeah, I need to talk with you, darling. I think that we need to have a little meeting and discuss some of the points that you put across. So the invitation's open to you, Willow, and come on down and talk with the bleeder and see what we can come up with. So one thing that I've seen a lot of, and I'm glad to see it, is that there's a lot of people out there standing up and saying this stuff's a scam. I mean, there's a lot of them right now. This is a great informational video, and I'll link it. I'll link some of these hoax people that are coming forward and saying this thing's a scam. It's BS. It didn't happen. You know, they're all up in there. So I mean, there's lots of people calling this thing the light. So you know, it's everywhere. So of course, more and more people are going to step forward, and I think I'll probably maybe Sunday or Monday, because it looks like I might have a day or two off. I may go ahead and kind of highlight some of what they're saying there. So let me kind of skim through the comments, because that's becoming a thing. I'm gonna pause it real quick and scan a little bit so I can be more concise, because I need to go to bed too. I have to work tonight. So hang on. I'll be right back. All right. I also had to run to the little boy's room, and I know I'm cheating. I usually take and redo the take and try to make it seamless as possible, but I need to get through it and actually get my tail to bed. You know, I love the people that come in with their different slants of the Catholic Church and stuff, and that's great. Nanette, thanks for your time. Fred, I know you're angry. We're all angry when we see this stuff, because it hurts people, you know, and it makes me angry. It really made me angry today with Harvey, and you know, I had to step back on that. You know, Texas is being annihilated by this hurricane, and it has nothing to do with Harvey Dent, and he's just out of his mind to think that he's such an important person that they would name this catastrophe after him. But at either rate, let's keep going here. Yes, let's go. Rob, yeah, I got your message. And yes, if you can do a Q&A, I don't know if your job allows you. I didn't read all the way through everything you said. I didn't have time. But yeah, if you can, we'll set up a Q&A, and we'll do I don't know, a live feed, or we can tape it, whatever you want. And it's just going to be whatever we can, you know, coordinate between us, between your schedule and mine. Yes, Pam, I did see her video and about humanity. I did. I'll be kind. Let's see. Let's keep going. There was more stuff here. Let's see. We got 2 Fred Flintstones in the channel. Oh, John challenging the world. Yeah, I know that John and a few others have said that they would gladly come and discuss this with me. And at this point, with the diehard family members, I really am not offering a platform for anyone to come in and pinch hit for their guru. That allows them to dodge the bullet, and at the end of the day, they can dismiss you if you don't perform to the level that they would like. And at this point, I would like to talk with the people that are propagating this stuff to others as a group and are profiting from it. John, I don't believe that you are. I believe that you believe it, and at some point I may do a call or a live feed or something, and everybody can pipe in and we can discuss it all together, because there's other people besides you that would like to talk about your side, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. It's just that this particular invitation is to go over the points that are being challenged in the comments by Mike O'Brien, which is the guy that you seem to follow in your liked video list, and some of the others. Willow Greensong, I'd actually like to speak with her first at this point, because she's putting stuff out there very quickly and has a large following growing just incredibly fast. And I don't know if she had all those subscribers before. I haven't dug into that, but she's got a big impact and she's misleading a lot of people. So I want to talk with Willow. And yeah, I know I'm bad at answering these things quickly. I know you put this up 15 hours ago, John. I work a full-time job, my friend. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of comments about Mike, Harvey, Jermaine, and the gang editing comments in the channels and blocking people and not allowing an opposite side voice. Yeah. Mike O'Brien, on those 2 videos, I commented on that, and I know, Pam, you said that they exist, and Mythbusters said they exist, and several people said they exist. I can't find anything on them, and nobody's been able to bring them forward. I so would like to see them, but at this point, without anything, I haven't seen them, so I can't say yes, they were a thing, and I have to give Mike the benefit of the doubt. As much as he's badmouthed me and us, until we see something solid other than testimony, it's not enough, because I don't allow testimony to be enough in the stuff I show here. In other words, Willow was talking about her friend at the credit union. Well, that's hearsay. It's secondhand testimony. It's a friend of a friend, and I know somebody that. I hear that a lot in these comments and in these videos, and it's not proof. It's no proof at all. And, I believe you guys. I do. But we have to have something to exhibit for us to go any further than leaning towards Mike. I have to concede to him on that one. Let's keep going. Let's see. Yeah, Jeffrey, I appreciate your comment, and we say that a lot here. People have no idea what the economic impact would be if everyone was a billionaire. I forget the guy that said it, but he said that if everybody was somebody, then nobody would be anybody. I think it's Benny Hinman or something like that. And it's a famous quote. If everybody was rich, nobody would be rich. It totally deflates the currency, takes out its intrinsic value, and a truckload of gold is suddenly not enough to pay a guy to cut your grass. That's the dynamic that they miss on all this. Yeah, I commented on Hurricane Harvey or SVP. There's a video up there if you haven't seen it for today. Yeah, I wanted to get to Joanna. Joanna's getting mentioned a lot. Joanna's back in the stream because Joanna is a shark, and there's blood in the water, and she's got radar that's like 150 miles long. Maybe she's more of a polar bear and can just smell blood in the wind. But at either rate, Joanna is a crazy, crazy chick. She's a little Willow, she's a little Heather, she's a little Mike, she's a little Harvey, and she's a little freaking nuts. She's a little of a lot of things, and unfortunately, I have to admit that Joanna was the one that actually brought me into maybe thinking this thing was a thing at the very beginning. I moved on quickly to Harvey when he was, busting out, and then Mike, and I wanted to believe it. I believed it for about, 4 or 5 days in my head. I was going to work every day and thinking, man, I got to maybe try that. I got so many bills I could pay. I got hit by a car a couple months ago, and long story, I had some stuff I wanted to pay off, and I was like, man, that would be cool. I could try it there. And, I didn't actually do it, but I was close. Anthony Pooler. Yes, buying stuff from Amazon with these routing numbers and your social security number certainly is a scam. Amazon's not scamming you for your money when you buy from them. You're getting a confirmation on a routing number that has no flags in their payment processor system. It does not confirm that your account exists. It only confirms that you were able to push an exploit through their payment processor. Let's keep going here. Pam, hi. We got lots of highs. I'm glad to see you guys are all getting along so well. Hogadashery, Sam. It is indeed Hogadashery, and I keep forgetting to put the hashtag in. I got to put it in there. We need more hashtags because there's just not enough hashtags in this world. Let's see. Mike O'Brien has banned me. Yes, he bans a lot of people. So does Harvey. So does Jermaine. So does anybody that speaks dissent on one of the gurus. It's why they do what they do, and it's why they won't come and talk with me. I haven't had anybody at the top say, yes, Mr. Bleeder, I'll come and we'll chat. Nobody's even considered it, and instead they prefer to dismiss us and say that we're of no importance and no impact. Let's see. Amazon canceled all the orders I placed. Well, of course they did. They didn't get paid. Let's see. I was following Michael Brown. I heard about it. I immediately stopped. Yeah. If you tried to explain it to them, then you were already going to get kicked. You're not allowed to speak dissent in their channels. Let's see. Let's see. Keep going. Was there anything else I need to cover in here? Yeah, Mike did stamp his feet a little bit, but, he's allowed. I have not removed him from the channel. I have removed Harvey because Harvey just comes in and says that I'm stealing his fame. I'm becoming somebody because of his name. So, you know, I'm not going to stroke his ego by allowing him to keep putting that stuff in there. Mike at least tries to go after points, and I try to counter his points. So Mike has not been removed because, you know, I answer his discussion. It's our only medium for any type of conversation at this point. Let's see. Oh, somebody checked into what now? A conversation from First Data IntelliCheck. Interesting. I'd like to hear about that. Van Valiant, I know you said you dug into the debt doctors, and I'm looking forward to that video. It's got to be awesome. Let's see. We got stuff all the way back to 2009, huh? I'll take a look at that a little bit later, Pam. Let's see. All I can say, and you know, all the thank yous and stuff, you're welcome. That's what we're here for. And I hope that we help somebody with this. And again, this is not to put anybody on blast and you know, try to make you, you know, feel bad, I guess. It's to point out that what you're saying is wrong and possibly could damage people. We're trying to help. And yes, it's done with a tongue-in-cheek tone, and there's some satire, but this is to point out that this is a bad thing and that people shouldn't do it. And if they're considering doing it, please don't. It's that simple. The Federal Reserve says this isn't a thing. People have called repeatedly, and they like to accuse them of lying and everything else, and all they're really doing is verbally assaulting an employee of the Federal Reserve. They are adamant that these accounts don't exist. They have produced scam warnings and published them. The FBI has a notice on it. Cops are starting to take notice. People are going to go to jail, and it's a big deal. A lot of people are incurring horrible debts based on this advice, and it's going to get worse. People are losing their credit, and they're going to lose their homes, and that's why I keep doing this. That's why I keep going. It's important, and it's something I just need to do, and I know that's how most of you on the channel feel. I thank you all for your comments in the channel and your participation, and for watching these videos and sharing them with your friends. It doesn't matter which side you're on. It's good to have a civil debate, and for those of you on the other side of this argument that have carried yourself with good conduct in this channel, I applaud you, because you are a good example for those that you follow, because they don't carry themselves quite as orderly as you do. Once again, this is Bleeding Edge Digital. If you like what we're doing here, go ahead and press that like button and subscribe. We could use your support.
I'm so good at